Hey everybody, welcome back to Viking Valley Farm. This is Carter. I am outside today, February 22nd, 2024. It is 58 degrees outside, and we have no snow on the ground. I'm standing out in what is normally our corn silage field. You can see down below that we did plant some cover crops on here last fall, some oats and radishes. Those do not overwinter, so they already died off, but as you can tell, it looks dry already. There's some moisture in there, but can be concerning that we had a drought last year and not much snow cover this winter. So this were first week of April right now. I know a lot of the neighbors would have their planters running, but it is the end of February, so who knows how long. Still gonna have some nice weather coming up. Here's some radishes that still have some green in them. I don't know if they've got any life in them right now or not, but that's what the radishes look like when you pull them out of the ground. They pulled up pretty easy. Pretty cool. Overall, looks pretty beautiful outside. It's a little breezy today. I figured I'd show you guys what field conditions look like right now. Very abnormal warm winter. We didn't have our first significant amount of snow until after Christmas, which is late for us. We had a pretty warm Christmas, warm early part of January, and then that 10-day cold stretch has been warm ever since. They say it's because of an El Nino year. And standing now in some alfalfa. And if we look closely, there is some green growth starting to come up already. We typically are going to chop this field and all of our other alfalfa, bale some at the end of May. That's still 3 months away, but who knows, maybe this year it could be earlier than that. They said a couple weeks ago in the weather report that we're currently in a D2 drought already. I don't know if we need to be concerned or go about business as usual. And I don't know if you can see down there, but we've got a few heifers already grazing some green grass down there in our pasture. I don't know if I've ever seen that in February. They're finding something. They're looking over here, wondering what's going on. Now they're going to take off running. This is the biggest telltale sign that we haven't had much rain in the last year. Pond is very low compared to normal. You can see the ring of dark there, that's normally underwater. And over there, there's a culvert for the overflow. I'd say there's a good 5 feet before it reaches that overflow between no water reaching it. So hopefully we can get some rains here to fill that back in quick, but hopefully it does not go dry this year. We're hoping for a lot of snow melt to fill that back in. Heifers like that a lot when it gets hot in the summer. Go in there, cool off. This field was soybeans last year. It's going to be corn again this year. Looks like some residue staying on top, keeping that moisture in the ground is quite nice. hard. 2 inches down. Still pretty cold. You're not going to plant into that yet. It's still too early, but looks pretty nice out. Pretty windy today. Some snow on some fence lines yet, but overall, I've got spring fever, and I'm ready to do some field work. It's been a short winter though. It's weird to think that we were combining in November. That was only 3 months ago. We were still combining, and it feels like we should be planting right now, even though it'll probably be a good 2 months before we do anything. Just so weird. This field is where we tilled last fall, corn, and then this spring we're going to plant beans right into this. Look how nice. I've broken down some of this residue is already sized up. Nice warm weather. Should be good for the beans for the winter, I think, in my opinion. The residue breakdown is a lot higher. We got some moisture in here around. Pretty nice. That residue on top has protected the moisture on the ground so the sun doesn't bake it off. Really good. Overall, I don't like winter that much. I don't like snow, but it serves its purpose. Protects our ground. The slow melt helps put a lot of moisture back in the ground, which we didn't get this year. Maybe it's too early to be concerned about the 2024 growing season, whether or not we'll have rain or enough moisture to grow a good crop, but we thought the same thing last year. We didn't get much rain. Crops seem to be just fine. So who knows, maybe 2 years in a row the seed genetics will come through and we'll have a stellar crop again with less rainfall. But probably like I said, 2 months before we're really doing anything. It's gonna be a long 2 months. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a few feet of snow in March and April. That can throw a wrench in all of our plans, but that's happened before. And I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. A little bit different than I've seen anything with cows or cattle. But if you liked it, give it a subscribe and leave a thumbs up on the video. Appreciate it.